Why have children been making Valentine's cards for refugees? That's what I've recently stumbled upon from a charity called City of Sanctuary UK. This charity wants the UK essentially to become a place, a nation of sanctuary. And sanctuary has become the new trendy term when talking about asylum seekers, illegal migrants. They're now referred to as sanctuary seekers by a lot of Labour councils. Many of them are becoming boroughs of sanctuary. And there are also universities of sanctuary and groups of sanctuary and nurseries and schools of sanctuary. In fact, according to City of Sanctuary UK's website, there are over 1,200 schools and nurseries taking part in the Schools of Sanctuary scheme. And one of the ways they were encouraged to show their solidarity with sanctuary seekers is through creating hearts decorated and also Valentine's cards. And in one case, a school was creating a big Valentine's card and it was going to be given to refugee recipients. And City of Sanctuary UK makes clear that they can either display these cards in a public place in school or somewhere else in your community, or even ask a local refugee organisation if they can share them with people seeking sanctuary. And remember, these seem to be a lot of male economic migrants now, the kinds that we are seeing taking up a lot of hotel space, responsible for some terrible crimes, some involving children, and yet this scheme was taking place. So this came out in January 2024, the Valentine scheme, and a lot of schools took part in it, and it's all over Schools of Sanctuary's X feeds. And some of these messages they've written are so political in nature too. There's one that says, "Stop the Rwanda scheme." Others say, "I love refugee rights." Schools and nurseries take part in Schools of Sanctuaries, the scheme run by City of Sanctuary UK. Now, I've been exposing this on X for a couple of months now, and it's also on my Substack. If you want to follow that and support independent journalism, support me digging into issues such as this that the public have no idea about. And what's happened is I've been blocked by City of Sanctuary, and I've also been blocked by Schools of Sanctuary. And now Schools of Sanctuary and another scheme called Birmingham Schools of Sanctuary. So this is technically the same scheme, but it's a different branch of Schools of Sanctuary. They have put their tweets on protected mode. Now, as far as I can see, the boroughs and City of Sanctuary schemes taking places in schools, councils, wherever, they should be transparent. They're so proud of this content on the website and what they're doing. They really are very moralistic people, and yet when one of the few journalists to really expose what's going on and highlight it, the slightest bit of the spotlight on them, they go into protected mode. And the worst thing about this is we can now no longer see what kind of schemes are being rolled out in schools. I would suggest that if Schools of Sanctuary thinks it's such a problem for the public to be able to look on their X feed and find out things like they've been encouraging tiny children, which they are in some cases, to write Valentine's cards to grown adult men living in hotels, some of whom we do not know how they will behave in the community. If they feel that they need to hide that on their X page, maybe they should stop running these schemes, and the whole City of Sanctuary UK project should be shut down.